count will count the values means count will count it is going to count all the values even though if the values are repeating. Let's say for example I'm taking product, I'm taking sales, I'm taking A100, B100, okay, C200, D200. If you take count of sales, if you take count of sales, count it is going to count all the sales values even though if the values are repeating. Okay, count it is going to count all the sales values even though if the values are repeating. Here how many values we are having? Here total we are having 4 sales values. So here the count would be 4. What about count D? So in count D, D stands for distinct. In count D, D stands for distinct. So it is going to give us the distinct count of sales. So it means here how many distinct sale values we are having. 100 is one value and 200 is the other value. So the distinct count of sales is 2. Okay, the distinct count of sales is 2. So the count distinct will count only the distinct values and the count it is going to count all the values. So here I am taking one more product E and I'm taking null or empty. If I take null here, then what would be the count? Let's say for example for E I'm taking null. Null means empty. Okay, no value is known as null. If I take null, then what would be the count? So if we take the null, so one important note is the group functions. Okay, these group functions count and count distinct, they will ignore the null values. They won't count the null values. Okay, count and count distinct, they are going to ignore the null values. They won't count the nulls. So even though they have the nulls here, the count is 4 only and the count is 2 only. Okay, the count is 4 only and the count is 2 only. Okay, so it's about the count and the count distinct. So here I would like to get the distinct count of orders for every country. So how to get the distinct count of orders? Just right click on the order ID, go to the measure and click on count distinct. Okay, and click on count distinct, and just in the toolbar click on the descending order. If you click on the descending order, you can able to see the country having the distinct count of orders. So just if you want to show the values, click on ABC here. Okay, the US is having total distinct count of 6,455. Okay, so now we want to color the visualization with the order ID means. Okay, so how to count the visualization with the order ID? So how to count means just simply, okay, so how to not count, how to color means just simply drag the order ID and drop it into color, and we can change the aggregation to count distinct. So again here we have to change the aggregation. It is one way, and one shortcut is, okay, one shortcut to perform the color coding with the measure is, so if the measure is already existing on the row shelf or column shelf means just hold the control button on the keyboard. Just hold the control button. Okay, drag your required measure. If you drag your required measure in the hover, tab is showing some small plus. What it means is just taking the copy of that particular field. Okay, so just drag the required measure and drop it into color. So if I drop it into color, here what Tableau is taking? Here Tableau is taking the copy of that particular measure. So how to get the copy of the existing measure means just simply hold the control button on the keyboard. Okay, drag that particular measure and drop it into the color of the marks card. And even if you want to size each and every country, here if you want to size each and every country with the number of orders means, so how to size means, again hold the control button, okay, drag that particular measure and drop it into the size of the, okay, and drop it into the size of the marks card. If I drop it into the size of the marks card, here Tableau is sizing each and every country. Here Tableau is sizing each and every country depending on the number of orders. So After placing any field into the size of the marks pad, Tableau is adding one window. This window is known as the size window. If you click on the drop down here, we can able to see one option called as edit sizes. Just click on the edit sizes. It is the edit sizes window. Okay. So here by default the sizes will vary automatically. So if we want to define by some range, we can define some range. And if you want to use size only for the positive values, we can take from 0 also. So as of now, I am taking only automatically. Okay, in the coming task, I will use the other options. So just click on apply, click on open. Okay, it is a task 3. It is a task 3. So my next task is in my task 4. I am taking year-wise. I am taking year-wise total order quantity. I am taking year-wise total order quantity. So how to get the year-wise total order quantity? So first here we have to identify. The dimension and the measure. Here what is our dimension? The dimension is year. So first just go to our list of dimensions and just confirm whether we are having the year or not. Here we are not having any year field. So year is integral part of what? The date, right? Here we are having 2 date fields. So order date and ship date. So once check the values. Once click on view data. Once drag it to the right. And once see the data we are having in the order date and the ship date. So here the order date and the ship date contains, okay, it contains the data in the format of month, day and year. This order date and the ship date, it contains the data in the format of month, day and the year. But here we want only the year. So how to get only the year? So that we have to understand. So first create a new sheet. So here what I am doing is just I am dragging the order date. Okay, because we can take order date or ship date. So here I am dragging the order date and I am dropping it into rows. Just observe carefully, guys. So if I drag the order date and if I drop it into the rows, here automatically here what Tableau is doing. Here automatically the Tableau is taking year. Here why Tableau automatically taking the year? That we have to understand. Okay. Here we need to understand the internal behavior of date fields. So how the date fields will work in the Tableau means the date fields, it will show by default the date fields, it will show the highest date part. If you see the order date, this order date is a combination of what? Month, day and year. So this order date contains 3 date parts. The date part 1 is month, the date part 2 is day and the date part 3 is year. Okay, it contains total 3 date parts, month, day as well as the year. So here which is the highest date part? Here the highest date part is the year. So how Tableau deals with the dates means by default Tableau going to show highest date part. Here which is the highest date part? Here the highest date part is the year. So that's why Tableau is showing us the year. So here what we want to show here we need to show the year-wise total order quantity. So how to get the total order quantity? Just go to the measures, drag the order quantity and drop it into, drag the order quantity and drop it into columns. If I drag the order quantity and if I drop it into columns, here Tableau is showing us one type of chart. This type of chart is known as the line chart. As it simply is showing one line, this type of chart is known as what? Line chart. So line chart is the best chart if we are performing the time series analysis. If we are performing any time series analysis, the best chart is the line chart. So it is not showing the line in the proper way. So let me swap the fields. If I swap the fields, see the line. Now it is showing us the data in the better way. So now in the 2010, the line is here. In the 2013, the line is here. It means what? over the period of time, the total order quantity or the amount of order quantity has been increasing. So how to show the values? Just click on ABC. If we click on ABC here, we can able to see the year-wise total order quantity. And if you want to color with the year, just drag the order date and drop it into color. So now it is showing each and every order quantity in the year. And if you want to size the visualization with the order quantity, just drag the order quantity and drop it into size. Okay, so here even we can able to size the visualization also. Okay, so it is a task 4. So I am creating one more visualization. In my next visualization, I would like to get in my task 5, I would like to get month-wise total profits. Okay, I would like to get month-wise total profits. So how to get month-wise total profits? So if you once let me walk through the previous task. Here how many years we are having? 4 years, 2010, 2011, 2012 and 2013. So in my next task, as we have to get the month-wise total profits. So how to get month? So how to get month? So just drag the order date and drop it into rows. So by default, what tableau going to show us here? Year. So how to get the month means just simply right click on this particular order date dimension, and here we are having an option called as month. Okay, just click on month. If I click on month, tableau is showing us here all the months. So now as we want to show the month wise total profits, so just drag the profit and drop it into columns. Okay, just observe carefully. Just drag the profit and drop it into columns. Here again, what Tableau is doing here again, Tableau is building what? The line chart. So on which month the profits are very high? In the month of November, the profits are very high because the spike has been increasing. Okay, so to the top. So if you select any point on the visualization, if you select any data point on the visualization, Tableau is showing us here one small box. This small box is known as the tooltip. Okay, the small box is known as the tooltip. So what is tooltip means? Tooltip is the small information box which appears above or below the selected data point. Okay, so what is a tooltip means? Tooltip is the small information box. It means the small box and is going to give us the information. So here what it is giving us? Okay, it is giving us the July month's profit. So tooltip is the small information box. Here how we got July? Because after selecting this data point only we got the July, right? And here how Tableau is showing this tooltip above the July. It means what? Above the selected data point. So tooltip is the small information box which appears above or below the selected data point. So here I want the bar chart. So by default Tableau is giving us the line chart, right? Here how to get the bar chart? So here how to get the bar chart means if you want to get any chart type, just click on the drop down in the marks card. In the marks card, just click on bar. Because Tableau being the dynamic, we can able to get any type of chart. So in this month of Feb, here we are seeing some sale amount, right? And also before doing my next work here, I would like to show all the months in my full screen mode. So how to show this complete months in the full screen mode? Just click on drop down in the toolbar, and in the drop down just click on entire view. If you click on entire view, now here Tableau is showing, okay, now here Tableau is showing the visualization in my full screen mode. So now okay, how to show the values? Just click on ABC. So this Feb is having some value. So this value belongs to which year? In the previous task we're having 4 years, right? So 10, 11, 12 and 13. So here for the Feb it is showing us this value. So this value belongs to which year? Okay, that we have to identify. So this value belongs to which year means, so to identify that, just once drag the order date and drop it into color. So it means I would like to color the visualization with the year. So color code with year. So here the question is it possible to color code the visualization with the field which is not part of the visualization? Here, this visualization contains two fields, month and the profit. So now, is it possible to color code this visualization with the year or not? Because year is not part of the visualization, right? So is it possible or not? So once let's try. So once let's drag the order date and drop it into color. If I drag the order date and if I drop it into color, just observe carefully here. Here what Tableau is doing, Tableau is coloring with what? Tableau is coloring with the year. Okay. If you click on any year, Tableau is highlighting only that year. If you click on any year, Tableau is highlighting only that particular year. So let me change the color for 2010. For 2010, let me change some other color. Okay, so now see here guys, now it is showing each and every year information here. Okay, it means what this, okay, each and every month belongs to all the 4 years. Okay, each and every month belongs to all the 4 years. So now here I am having one more requirement. So here along with this particular year value, so this value belongs to which year? 2013. Let's see here in the tooltip Tableau is showing us information. So this value belongs to year 2013 and which month? November. So here along with the values, I would like to show the year also. So it means for first year, here I would like to indicate this value belongs to which year. So the year, and next to the year I would like to show the profit value. So here how to add year? So here have we got these values in this bar chart? Okay, inside the bar, I would like to add the year. So first of all, how we got these values inside the bar? So first of all, how we got the values inside the bar means, okay, inside the bar, how we got the values means, just I got a message, just a minute. Hello Satish, can you hear me?
Hello? Yes, sir.
Yeah, I got a message from you, some is RP and Sri.
Yeah, just like I got a, I mean, I don't know who is RPN C, so I just sent a message like who is those. I just wanted to know.
Oh, okay, okay, I'm here, send to everyone.
Yeah,
Hello RP, are you there? Could you please confirm yourself? And also Sri. Hello RP. Okay, so here inside the bar, I would like to add the year also. So first of all, here how we got this values with the help of ABC, right? So this ABC is known as what? Show mark label. Okay, this ABC is known as, okay, show mark label. Okay, it means ABC will show us the label. So label is nothing but the piece of information. So if you want to add any extra labels, it means what? If you want to show both the dimension and the measure values. The dimension is the month and profit is the measure. So if you want to show both the dimension and the measure values, okay, with the single label, just drag both the fields into the label. Okay, just drag both the fields into the label. So just drag your month into label, just drag the order date and drop it into label. If you drag the order date and if you drop it into label, your Tableau is showing us quarter. Why your Tableau is showing us quarter? Because in the marks card already we are having the year, right? So how Tableau deals with the dates? So Tableau will show what? By default Tableau will show us the highest date part. Okay, after year, which is the highest date part? Quarter. So that's why here first Tableau is showing us the year. Next automatically Tableau is jumping to the next highest level, which is quarter. But in my label I want month. So if you add any field into the label, Tableau will indicate, okay, or Tableau will prefix that field with ABC and 1 2 3. Basically it is going to show what the values. So how to get the month means just simply right click on this particular, okay, field and select month. Okay, and select month. Okay, now observe carefully here. Now here what we got? Now here we got the month name. So next to the month, just a minute, I'm getting one more message. Okay, so next to the month, here I would like to show all the profit values. So how to show all the profit values inside the bar? So again we have to drag and drop that profit into the label. Again we have to drag and drop that profit into the label. So just observe carefully. Here how Tableau is showing both the values. Here Tableau is showing both the values within the bar. So I want both the values next to each other. So how to show them? So here we have to modify the label. So how to modify the label means just click on this label. If you click on this label, next to the text here we got an option called as edit. Just click on the edit. Now here Tableau is showing month and the profit in two different rows. So just I'm bolding the month, I'm underlining it, and I'm placing profit also in the same row. I'm placing profit also in the same row. Okay, so just click on apply and click on OK. Okay, now it is showing in only few bars because the space of the other bars are not sufficient to show the values. So how to overcome means just decrease the font size. So how to decrease the font size means again click on label. In the font just click on the drop down and just define our size. I'm taking the size as 2. Let me take 2. We take the size as 2 means okay, here we got the values in each and every bar. In the remaining bars it is not showing because the bar size is very less. Okay, so in this way we can able to show the required values. Okay, so if you want to show the combined label of the dimension and the measure means just we have to take both the dimensions and measures into the label of the mark span. It is task 5. Okay, it is task 5. So now here I'm taking my next task. So the bottom line is it is possible to color code the visualization and it is possible to size the visualization with the field which is not part of the visualization. In my next task 6, I am taking quarter wise total sales. So how to get quarter wise total sales? Just go to the visualization, create a new sheet. So just drag the order date and drop it into the rows. So by default what Tableau will show us year. So now right click on the visualization and click on the quarter. So Tableau is showing us what the quarter. So quarter wise total sales. So drag the sales and drop it into the visualization. Here again Tableau is showing us what? One line chart. So it is showing us the quarter wise total sales. So this quarter belongs to how many years? 4 years. So to differentiate each and every quarter, here what we can able to do is, here we can color the visualization with the year. So how to color the visualization with the year? Just drag the order data and drop it into color. So here now Tableau is showing each and every year in a separate line. Here Tableau is showing each and every year in a separate line. Okay. So how to show the values? Just click on ABC. Okay. Now see, now in this way we can able to show the values. Now, okay, now you see here. Yeah. Now just extend this. Okay. Now you see here, if you add any color, if you add any dimension or measure into the color or size, Tableau is placing the color window here, right? So the question is this place fixed here, or we can place this window at anywhere? So the answer is yes. We can place this color window at anywhere because The Tableau workspace is not static, it is dynamic. If you want to place this color window to the right of the visualization, just drag it and place it, place it into the right of the visualization. Okay. So in Tableau, the workspace is not static, it is dynamic. So in this way, we can able to organize our workspace. So it is known as organizing the workspace. So it is task 6. So in my next task, task 7, I'm taking ship mode wise total shipping cost. Ship mode wise total shipping cost. So how to show the ship mode wise total shipping cost? Just create a new sheet. Just drag the ship mode and drop it into rows. So ship mode wise total shipping cost means just go to the measures, drag the shipping cost and drop it into the column. So it is giving us ship mode wise shipping cost. And I'm coloring. Okay, just swing this down. Okay, just I'm coloring this with, let's say, department. If you go to the product, we're having one dimension as department. So I'm coloring with the department. So inside the bar, I would like to show the shipping cost. So how to get a shipping cost values inside the bar? So just drag the shipping cost and drop it into label. Okay, so here we got the values inside the bar. So now here I would like to add some title to the visualization. So how to add the title to the visualization? So if you want to add the title to the visualization, just click on the worksheet tab. So here we want to add the title to the worksheet, right? So just click on the worksheet tab. If you click on the worksheet tab, here we are having an option called as show title. Here we are having an option called as show title. So just click on show title. If I click on show title, by default your Tableau is showing us what? By default your Tableau is showing us the sheet name. Here I would like to add the title as ship mode wise total shipping cost. So how to change the title name? So how to change the title name is just click on this title window. Just click on the title window and remove the sheet name. So I am giving the sheet name as ship mode wise total shipping cost. Okay, so I am indicating ship mode in one color. I'm indicating ship mode in one color. So just click on apply, click on OK. So even we can able to add the title also. So how to add the title? Just click on the worksheet tab and click on show title. And similarly, we can able to add the caption to the visualization. So how to add the caption? Just click on the worksheet tab and click on show caption. If you click on show caption, in the bottom of the visualization, Tableau going to add its own caption. So if you want to modify it, just simply click on it and just simply change the caption. And also we can add the summarized information of this visualization. So how to add the summarized information of this visualization means just click on the worksheet tab. If you click on the worksheet tab, here we're having an option called as show summary. So just click on show summary. If you click on show summary, your Tableau is going to show us what? Your Tableau is going to show us the summarized information of this visualization. So in total we're having 9 values because here we're having 3 ship modes and each and every ship mode is colored with the department. We're having 3 departments. So 3 into 3. So total count is 9 values. So here given the count as 9 and here the sum indicates the summation of all the values and the average indicates the average of all the values and the minimum value among all the 9 values is okay. So it is a minimum value. So yes, it is a minimum value 3417 and the maximum of all the 9 values is 83,297 and the median is 12 12,000.26. So in that way the summarized information or the summarized box is going to give us the summarized information of our visualization. So it is task 7. And the last task of the day, task 8. In my task 8, I would like to show, okay, let me check the dimensions. Yeah, I would like to show customer segment wise average discounts. Customer segment wise average discount. So how to get the customer segment wise average discount? So how to get the customer segment wise average discount means, so just build the required sheet, just create a new sheet. After creating the new sheet, so just go to the dimension. We're having one dimension, that is customer segment. So just drag the customer segment and we can drop it into columns and rows. So I'm dropping it into rows, and here what we have to get, average discount. So how to get the average discount? Just go to the measures. So drag the discount and drop it into columns. So if we drag the discount, your Tableau automatically taking out average. So in all the previous 7 tasks, by default Tableau has taken out sum, but for why discount, Tableau is taking average. So for, okay, so if the measure is of type non-additive, so the discount is of type what? The discount is of type non-additive. So for all the non-additive measures, Tableau going to take the default aggregation as average. Okay, most of the times for the non-additive measures, Tableau going to take the aggregation as average. So if you want to color, just drag the customer segment and drop it into color, and we can add the required titles, okay, caption, and we can add a summary. And if you want to drag and drop the visualization to the bottom, not to the full screen mode, okay, if you want to drag the visualization to here means, okay, here you have to go to this particular axis. Okay, we have to drag and drop the axis. So in the axis line, just drag the axis line. Just drag the discount axis line. Okay, so in this way we can able to build the basic visualizations in Tableau. So after building the visualizations, okay, how we have to save our work? After building the visualizations, how to save our work in Tableau? So how to save our work in Tableau means, just in the toolbar we're having an option called as save. Just click on save. Okay, if I click on save, where Tableau going to save our work means, by default Tableau going to save our work into the workbooks folder of the Tableau repository. By default Tableau going to save our work into the workbooks folder of the Tableau repository. So here I am giving the workbook name as, okay, just scenario 5. Okay, underscore B. Okay, so just click on save. Just I'm saving this workbook into my Tableau repository. So now this workbook got saved into the Tableau repository. So now one final thing is, here we have taken all the dimensions and the measures, right? Here what is a visual clue for a dimension? It means how Tableau is identifying the dimensions. Tableau is identifying the dimensions in the blue color, and Tableau is identifying the measures in the green color. So the visual clue for a dimension is blue and the visual clue for a measure is green. So in all the tasks, Tableau is identifying in the same way only. Okay. So now if I close this particular workbook, okay, if I close this particular workbook, so again how to open that workbook? Let me close this. So again how to open that workbook means, just open our required Tableau. So how to open it here? So by default Tableau will show us that workbook in our saved workbooks, or just go to file. In the file we can able to see this particular workbook location. Okay, we can able to open like that. So if you want to open a new workbook, so how to open a new workbook means, just click on file and click on new. Okay, now your Tableau automatically opens what? New empty workbook. And after opening the new empty workbook, we can start doing our required work. Okay, so it's all about my today's session. So please practice these tasks. So the notes is available with Satish. So once communicate with Satish and get the notes, and even the video is available. Just refer to the video if you have any doubts. And if you have any questions, guys, please post your questions.
Can you post the latest videos expressed in today's